Hello guys, and welcome back to episode 2 of my Amazon Lord of the Rings TV series Second Age timeline, where today we will be starting from the year 500 of the Second Age all the way to the year 1500 of the Second Age. If you haven't seen the first episode, check it out, the link will be in the video description so you'll be able to catch up. So now let's get into today's video. At the end of the last episode, we ended in the year 500, where we saw the return of Sauron into Middle-earth. Now let's continue. In the year 521 of the Second Age, Silmarien is born in Numenor, and the line of lords splits off into the line of kings. Then, in 590 of the Second Age, Tar Elendil becomes the 4th king of Numenor, and then shortly after, in 600 of the Second Age, the first Numenorian ships sailed to Middle-earth, which we also touched upon near the end of last episode. In the year 700 of the Second Age, Tar Aldarion is born, who later becomes the 6th king of Numenor and succeeded his father, Tar Meneldor. In the year 740 of the Second Age, Tar Meneldor, Tar Aldarion's father, becomes the 5th king of Numenor, and then 10 years later, the Noldor founded the realm of Eregion near Moria. Then, in 870 of the Second Age, Tar Aldarion weds Erendis, and 3 years later, Encalime is born, who becomes the 7th ruler of Numenor and the 1st ruling queen. However, in 882 of the Second Age, Tar Aldarion and Erendis separate, and 1 year later, Tar Aldarion becomes the 6th king of Numenor. Then, in the year 985 of the Second Age, Tar Aldarion's ex-partner, Erendis, died by drowning. Then finally, in the year 1000 of the Second Age, Sauron begins to build Barad-dûr secretly. Here we are seeing the beginning of the impact of Sauron in the Second Age. In the year 1075 of the Second Age, Tar Encalime becomes the 1st queen and 7th ruler of Numenor. The year 1200 was a big year in the Second Age, as Sauron deceives the Noldor in Eregion by being in the form of Annatar, the Lord of Gifts, but Gil-galad mistrusts him. Then the Numenorians begin building permanent havens in Middle-earth like Londre, Umbar and many other places. Then, in the year 1280 of the Second Age, Tar Anarion becomes 7th king of Numenor. Many years later, in 1350 of the Second Age, Celeborn and Galadriel, together with their daughter Celebrianne, emigrate from Eregion to Lorien, and Celebrimbor becomes Lord of Eregion. In 1394 of the Second Age, Tar Surion becomes 8th king of Numenor. Then finally, in the year 1500 of the Second Age, the Noldor under Celebrimbor are instructed by Sauron, which begins the forging of the Rings of Power. So, throughout the course of the 1000 years that we have covered in today's video, I believe we'll continue to see the line of Numenor continue and the kingship being passed down. Also, I think we'll be able to see the Numenorians branch out to Middle-earth and start setting up colonies like Umbar as well. We could also see the beginning of Sauron's deception of the Numenorians throughout the form of Annatar and gaining support in Numenor. We might also see the formation of Eregion, and finally at the end of the timeline in the year 1500 of the Second Age, the forging of the Rings of Power, which would be a pivotal moment for the show. I believe that the show will most likely start around near the end of our video, around maybe 1350 of the Second Age, or maybe cover the events of the forging of the rings, so a bit of today's video could be seen in the actual show. Thank you guys for watching, I really appreciate it, and in the next episode, which is episode 3, we'll be covering from the year 1500 of the Second Age to 2029 of the Second Age. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe, but until the next episode my friends, goodbye.